They put Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
I just did this just cause. Let's get it. I know I ain't touch a M yet, I just seen rich. Rare breed, she lying, she say she ever seen this. My man is set the pick, I take the shot on some stream shit. Choppers rule everything around me, yeah, we cream shit. Polite with it, wipe a nigga nose if he seems sick. Make sure your vest 100 proof, this 40-liter scene lit. Pieces of activists, you could tell how it lean shit. Going on a 3P, just look at who my team with. You been afraid, lemon squeeze on it, see what your men is made. Once smoke, sitting with the spirits like I'm shooting sage. 100 deep strong on your block, look like we throw parades. Knock his lights out with a hook, that's how I'm throwing shade. War mode, I ain't dropping bombs, bitch, I throw grenades. She asks when I'ma cut my braids, I tell her when I'm Noah's age. Punch after punch, listening to me like you catching phase. Ain't afraid to close the curtain, I just let you set the stage. Do what I want and you just move when they move. Reinvented myself, I came back and I stayed to it. Never seen nothing or heard nothing, I played stupid. Finessed them 2 times like it's cool when they do it. Never lacking, can't run off with the front or back and only fuck with dimes. That's why I'm walking with a max and
Following my moves won't lead to the same path. Designers on your feet ain't more expensive than a toe tag. Ain't what they respect as a person, ain't giving no pass. Till you touch one of mine, you don't really know rad. You a cornball with money, so we make popcorn. Dropped off from Astro World. I was not born, but still fucked the world up with a pair of Travis Scott's on. Trespass, I raised the cow like get off my farm. Or you thicker than blood on my crown where it got porn. Started looking for new comp, old ones got born. Sleeping on me, stop snoring, don't let them keep dreaming. Bet they wake up when they see the fear of God and a demon. Everybody top 3 and they not 2 or they not 3. No matter how you put it for sure, they is not me. I ain't gonna say that they copy, but they copy. Live rent free in a bitch head, this my problem. I'm who they playing for. I ain't taking less, I demand more. Any place I touch, I own. I'm the landlord. Fell a few times on my feet is what I land on. All facts, ain't with the storyteller, that's what the gram for. How the hell so many guns, I used to think that's what my hands for. Lord teach my fingers to fight and make my hands war. Never been defeated, all 10 is what I stand on. You visiting, this my world, that's what I stand on. Man, I ain't do this to remind y'all. I did this to rub it in. Let's go.
Hey, Shalom Israel, we the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. The ISUPK is not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. None, nada, zero, zilch. I'm also in the quorum of the Nashville School. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh B'raka Thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'ashim Yahweh to my sisters. And we got a good class today. Hold on, Salaki.
It was Ezekiel 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. All right, Salaki. Yeah, we're in the middle of Hanukkah, which y'all might know as Hanukkah. All right, Hanukkah in the Hebrew. All right, we're in the well, it's close to the end of it now. It's an 8-day celebration, right? So we've been keeping it for about 6 days now. This is the 6th day now, and of course, it's been it's one of our traditional days that we memorial days that we hold in the ISPK, and us Israelites, we keep this because our ancestors kept it. All right, this is one of the days that we celebrate, and all of our high holy days have something to do with some kind of victory that we had. All right, well, it's no different with Hanukkah. Hanukkah, Commander General Hana be teaching a class Friday on Hanukkah, all right, and we're gonna get together here at the Nashville School, and just get together, have a holy convocation and everything, and just eat and watch Commander General Hana, teach his class about Hanukkah. So you get a whole breakdown about Hanukkah and what how important it is for us to remember what happened during the days of the Maccabees. All right. It was very important. All right. And we're going to be talking about that, Friday. All right. Today, though, give it up for, man, we just had a food drive, a clothing drive in New York, man. Give it up for that. We had a hell of a clothing drive in New York, man. ISPK, this is something that we naturally do all the time, right? We always have clothing drives. We always got food drives. We always got some kind of something that we do to help our people out. All right, we have resources available to help the chosen people of God out, and we utilize those resources. We come together and bring our resources together to help the people, of the Lord out. All right, this is not something that we get from the government. You know, this is not something that we get, you know, from rich people. You know, we it's a bunch of poor people come together and make it happen. Right? We all come together and we make it happen in our different zones. All right, and we take care of our people in our different zones. You know, the needs of our people, and you know, with our own resources. All right, so you know, and it's something that we do. And if you all want to help, you know, donate to the causes, you can definitely help donate to the causes. You know, go to ispk.com and you know, hit donations, and you know, this will help donate to the causes that we do. We got food drive, clothing drives. You know, we got resources for brothers and sisters in the prisons. We go. We got different expungement programs, GED programs. We got all kind of different programs that we have inside of the and resources that we have inside of the ISUPK that we use, you know, exclusively for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, we use these resources to help our people. All right, and this is what we do, man. And if you want to, you know, be a part of that, you can drop off clothes, you can drop off food, you know, to a school near you. Just go on ispk.com, go to a school near you, find a school near you, and donate. Donate clothes, donate, you know, you all say, you know, tithes ain't money. Okay, well, donate food. You said food, well, tithe your food because we can use that food to give to our people. All right. So, you know, you want to donate money, that's cool. You want to donate, you know, whatever it is that you want to donate, it's cool because it's like I said, it's going to the children of the Lord. All right. And, you know, we don't keep it for ourselves or utilize it for any kind of selfish means or gain. We literally give everything that we get to our people. All right. And we be going out every week doing this. All right. All around the nation, you'll see the ISPK going out and feeding our people and clothing our people and giving them the things that they need in this horrible, horrible, you know, country called America that has done nothing but wrong and harm to the Lord's chosen people. Well, we care about our people, and we went and fed the migrants. I mean, clothed the migrants in New York, the ones that, you know, New York really hate and America hates and don't really want them to be there. Well, we went and clothed those people because it's getting cold up in New York. So we made sure that they had winter clothes and things of that nature for to be able to sustain themselves within that cold New York weather. All right. So, you know, we there for our people, man. We're going to always be there for our people until the Lord come back. All right. And destroy this wicked world and make, you know, a righteous rulership in the earth. All right. And today we're going to talk about why Bigmama hate the truth. All right. Why did I come up with this title right here? Well, this title is here because your mama and your big mama and everybody who, you know, finna celebrate Christmas and all these other holidays, and they hate you for being in the truth. You know, now they treat you different. You know, don't want to call you by your Hebrew name. You still Jermaine to them. You know what I'm saying? Or stink. You still stink to them. You know, or Pee Wee or whoever you was in the world. You still them, you know, that to them because they don't respect the change that you have made in your life, you know, and they, you know, will never be able to make that same change in theirs because they love the world so much. All right. And we're going to talk about how, you know, what you're going to go through being in the truth and how it is and why it is that they hate the truth so much. All right. They can't stand the truth, man. They can't stand the ISPK. They can't stand anything that we stand for, even though most of them will tell you, you know, in secret that we write about the vast majority of things that we talk about, except for the white man can't be saved. But they agree on everything else, pretty much. All right. But when it comes to, you know, us doing this truth, being in this truth, Well, you would think that somebody who so-called love you would want to see a change in you. All right. You would think that. You would think that you would tell them, hey, you know what? I don't celebrate holidays no more. I don't celebrate holidays. You would think that somebody, and I don't quit getting high. I don't smoke weed no more. I don't do cocaine no more. I don't, I'm not an alcoholic no more. I don't, want to be a whoremonger or, a adulterer or any of that stuff no more. You would think somebody would be down with you when you say that, right? But then as soon as you say that, the reason why you're not doing it is because you found out your true identity and that you are of the chosen tribe of Jacob. Well, guess what? Now they don't like it. They don't like that because, by being that, they know that they're going to have to make a change. A lot of people think that, becoming an Israelite, so-called becoming an Israelite, is something that, like you had an epiphany and then just was like, you know what, I'm an Israelite. Well, like we like to explain to everybody, and I actually love explaining this to everybody, that you don't become an Israelite, you're born an Israelite. All right. It's not a religion, it's not a game. You don't get jumped into being an Israelite. You dig what I'm saying? You born an Israelite. You born when you was, came out your mother's womb, you was an Israelite because your father was an Israelite. So that made you an Israelite. All right. And it's a birthright. So there's things that come with your birthright. All right. What I mean by that? Well, there's requirements, that you have to keep when you are of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. When you are of those tribes, you are automatically born into a covenant. And that covenant that you are born into, well, it has requirements that you have to keep. It has provisions that you have to keep. All right. And your grandmama and them don't want to do those provisions. All right. They don't want to, do what it takes. They want to be able to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, and just, hoop and holler in the church and dance, on the pews. This is what they want to do. But they don't want structure. They don't want discipline. They don't want to be able to follow a God that's going to hold them accountable for their actions. They don't want that. That's too much. They want free will. They want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And the God of the Christian church will allow that. The Muslim God will allow that. Hindu gods will allow that. But the God of Israel is going to hold you accountable for your actions. And this is something that, your parents and your grandparents, they're not accustomed to that because they learn from the church. Your abula, did I say that right? Abula. That's the Spanish way of saying grandmother. Your abula, she's not gonna. Abuela, is that how you say it?
Abuela, something like that.
Look it up real quick. I don't want to be up here saying it wrong. And then, I got Hispanic brothers and sisters, and they like, look, come on, man. For real, abula, for real. How you say it? Let me see how you say it real quick. Salakia. How do you say grandmother in Spanish?
In Spanish, that's abuela.
Abuela. All right. Abuela. Give it up for Google, man. Google on board with that. All right. Abuela. What did I say? Abula. Salakia. To my Spanish brothers and sisters out there, I don't speak Spanish good. I'm learning. I'm still in the learning process. Abuela. All right. Well, all my abuelas out there, you know, but abuela don't like that. Your abuela don't like that. She don't like us, you know, having a God that's gonna hold her accountable for her actions. You know, and this is something that it's a learned behavior. Same way being in the truth is a learned behavior. Now we had to learn how to be in the truth. We didn't just naturally know how to do what we doing, what the Lord say do, you know, and it didn't come overnight. But we had to learn how to actually do it by men who are actually doing it. And when we seen them doing it, they taught us how to do it. And, you know, the rest is history. So if you want to learn how to keep the commandments of God, well, you got to follow somebody who keeps the commandments of God. You know, if there's a reason why the Lord made priests, because the people had to go to the priest to learn how to serve God. The people had to go to the prophets to learn how to serve God, to get his word. What does he want me to do? Well, the Lord wants you to do this, and he wants you to do it this way. Well, that's something that we had to learn how to do. But people who love the world, they're going to have a problem with learning how to keep the commandments, because the world doesn't teach the commandments. The world is against the commandments. Everything you're going to learn in the world is going to be opposite of what God wants you to learn. So in order to follow the teachings of Christ, well, you have to literally do what Christ does. You have to do what the disciples done in order to have an understanding on how to actually be Christ-like. Christians will say that they Christ-like, but they don't do nothing that Christ done. Christ kept the commandments of God. Well, you say all of that's done away with. And our people are so hard-headed, man. We have a hard-headed, stiff-necked people, man. The Lord chose the bottom of the barrel to make his priests and to make his people holy. He chose the worst of the worst. And I say that with all, endearment, because I'm of those people. You know what I'm saying? But I have to realize and have to recognize that the Lord chose, if he chose anybody anything like me, and how I was, then, God. He chose, some crazy people. And when I look to the left and to the right and see my people out here, and I get it, I understand why the Most High chose us. Because if he can change us, then the world would know he is truly God. You know what I'm saying? And that's powerful. When he can change, a brother from the ghetto, or a brother from the barrio, or the reservation. He get them from the bottom of the map and turn them into a priest of the Lord. And now they have discipline. A wild people that now all of a sudden they got discipline. Man, that's God did that. That's an act of God. He can change us Negroes. That's an act of God, man. Go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 4.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 4. And he said unto me.
Hold on, let me get that with you. I said Ezekiel 3 and 4. Okay. All right, go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
So this is the Most High telling Ezekiel. All right, Ezekiel has to do the exact same job that we have. All right, Ezekiel was of the 12 tribes. He had to do something that was miraculous. You know what? What's miraculous is going and changing a hard-headed people. You know, there's nothing short of miraculous, you know, by having to do that. You know, when you come into the truth, you become a priest of the Lord, like in the ISPK, right? Well, our job is a miraculous job. We have to go against all odds, man, to wake up a sleeping people. All right? Our people are asleep. All right, they in a deep sleep. And we have to go and wake those people up, man, by telling them the truth, by speaking the words of God to them, the words that the Lord give us. Well, and the wisdom that the Lord gives us, well, we have to imply that into a people who have no wisdom. We have to, you know, make a hard-headed person listen. Bro, you know how hard that is. If you got kids out there, right? You might got some hard-headed kids, right? You know how hard it is to get your kids to clean up their room when they hard-headed. You know how hard it is to get your kids to, you know, do their chores when they hard-headed. And then when you finally get to them and they finally understand that this is what they're supposed to do on a daily basis, and they find a light bulb finally click in their head, that's the best feeling in the world. When you can actually see a change in a person from the words that you're telling them. You're telling them to do this, and you're telling them why they need to do this, and then you finally see a light bulb change flicking their head, and they finally get it. Well, you know they on the right path then. Well, us blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that light bulb has not flicked yet. And we be on these corners, and we be in these neighborhoods, and we everywhere where our people is at, and we got the zeal of the Lord to be there. He's the one who's sending us there. And we go with his zeal, and we trying to wake up our people. We telling them, man, about, you know, how horrible it is to keep these holidays and how horrible it is to keep the customs of our oppressor, and how it's doing nothing but keeping us, you know, under their subjection. Well, brother, it's extremely hard and to tell them this, and, you know, they rejecting every word that we say. Every which way we turn, they rejecting it. And that's extremely hard, man. You know, and the Lord, you know, this is what he has to deal with. The same way we got to deal with our hard-headed kids, well, we his hard-headed kids. And we still have to deal with, you know, we still giving the Lord rejection the same way that the priest of the Lord gets rejection, in the same way you parents get rejection from your kids. Keep reading.
Verse 5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel.
And the Lord said, man, I'm not sending you to some people who are not going to be able to understand what you're saying. Or you're not going to be able to understand what they're saying. I'm sending you to your own brother. And, you know, we go out here, man, we talk to our brothers and sisters in the words that they understand. The Most High chooses people of the same cloak, man. You know, I speak the same lingo as the brothers and sisters that I go out there and talk to. I speak the exact same lingo as they do. I'm from the exact same places that they from. So I go out there and I speak the language. So you would think that me speaking the same language as them, that they would get it. Oh man, that's a brother who he from where we from. He ain't coming in here, you know. He cuss every now and then when he talking, you know what I'm saying? Because we cuss every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We end up having to turn ourselves into them, into the people who we trying to reach. So they can get an understanding that we are you. We just love the Lord and want to serve him. But we come from the same backgrounds. And that's what the Most High is saying. I'm sending you to a people just like you. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 6. Not too many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
And the Most High saying, man, look, if I would have sent you to any other people in the world besides blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they would have heard you. They would have listened. The Chinese would have listened to me. Because they would have realized that, man, these words coming out of his mouth are right. You know what I'm saying? Every other people would have heard us. When we on these corners and we telling our people righteous, you know, this is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do. This is what pleases the Lord and this is what displeases the Lord. Any other people would have heard that and it changed their ways. Man, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, because these laws, statutes, and commandments will multiply your years, your days on earth. It will make us prosperous. Once I said it'll make us prosperous, the Chinese man would have won. He would have did. The white man would have did. You know, the Arab, Japanese, whoever, East Indians. Once I said the word prosperous, that would have done it for them. Hey man, keep the law because the law will make you prosperous. Oh, it is? You know what I'm saying? The greed in them would have just took over and been like, okay, well, I'm keeping these laws. The Jewish man, he said, man, you know what? If it's going to make us prosperous, we're going to do it. And look at them. Even though they're not even, you know, all the way keeping the law, and they're not the people, they still are prosperous. And the Lord allowed them to be prosperous to make us jealous. And be like, look, this could have been y'all. If you just listen to what these brothers are saying. But our people hate the truth, man. It's like we want to be. I remember I asked this young sister one time, man. I was like, man, you know, I was breaking it down to her. I was like, man, you know, we're the chosen people of God. You know, and the Lord chose us to be above all other people. I said, don't you want to be above all other people? What do you think the sister said? This is a young sister who's been raised by her granny. What you think she said? A young sister who was raised by her granny. Think of that. What you think she said when I said, don't you want to be above all other people? Go ahead, bro.
It's like everybody equal.
That's exactly what she said. She said, no, I don't want to be above everybody. I want to be equal with everybody. That's what she said. And she was adamant about it. She was like, yeah, you tripping. What I look like being, I mean, she couldn't even realize or visualize herself being above other people. All she could see is us being equal. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that she's been told. Yeah, you're right, Allah. She wants to be equal. Because that's what her granny and them taught her. That's what Martin Luther King taught. This is what, you know, this is what they teach them. Not to be great, but to be just good enough. Being just good enough ain't good enough for the Lord. The Lord wants you to excel above all other people. Equality is not inside of the scriptures for no Israelite. It's either you at the top or you at the bottom. It ain't no in between for the Israelites. You either at the top or you at the bottom. And the Lord wants us to be at the top. But you know what keeps getting pushed on us? Equality. Hell, and the white man don't even believe in equality. He'll never let you be equal with him. Or the Chinese, nobody. No other nation of people want you equal with them. That's why I be amazed when I be seeing black people become Muslims or Christians. But Muslims be tripping me out because black people have become Muslims and think that they, got a chance of being equal with the Arabs. And the Arabs end up doing the exact same thing that any other people would do when you join in their religion. When you're a visitor, you're not going to be equal with us. We're going to be the first class and you're going to be second, third, fourth. Well, guess what? In this truth, you top dog. First class. And that goes against what your granny and them has been teaching you. And that's why it's hard for brothers and sisters to get in the truth. Because they can't visualize themselves being above. Go ahead, keep reading.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
What?
The house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
What does hearken mean?
Listen.
They will not listen to you. And this is the Most High sending Ezekiel out to these people, to the house of Israel. And he's telling them, they're not going to listen to you. Even though I'm going to send you out there with my words, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say. You're going to say it exactly how I say it. And the people still not going to listen to you. You know how many people Christ healed? You know, Christ healed thousands of people. You would think that, all right, we sitting outside, right? All right, let's say this, we like it had a park. And it's a whole group of us sitting out in the Hadley Park. And we hungry. And a man walk up and say, man, you know what? Y'all hungry? I'm gonna break this bread right here. And it's gonna be loads of bread just come from out of nowhere to everybody. And then I'm gonna make it rain fish. It's just gonna rain fish out the sky. And we sitting there like, man, cut it out, man. They ready to beat him up. But he was saying something like that. And then he do it. And you sitting there like, wow. You know what I'm saying? This man just made it rain fish. And bread just came out of nowhere and was in everybody's basket. You would think that people would look at that man and be like, okay, the Lord has got to be with him. This got to be the Messiah. And you know what? People just quit following him. Those same people who got the food and all of that and seeing that miraculous miracle happen, they stopped following him. And that's what it's like teaching to a hard-headed people, man. You know how many and that same spirit is like a brother or sister coming into the truth and then getting changed. You know, the Lord done changed them in the truth, and then they end up leaving the truth. They was coming to class every day. You know what I'm saying? Had the zeal. They changed their walk, their speech. They changed the way that they was thinking. They started doing, start manning and doing what the Most High say do. We're going to stop, celebrating these days. And I'm going to stop eating this. And, I'm going to wear my fringes. And, these sisters now, they ain't wearing, out here butt naked. They end up putting on skirts and dresses. And wrapping their head up. Brothers growing beards. You know what I'm saying? A whole miraculous change just happened. And then all of a sudden they just leave and stop coming to class. And forgot all about, everything that caused them to change in the first place. Forgot the miracle. Seen the miracle happen. And then forgot it even happened. And now they don't come to class. Now they don't, go to high holidays. They don't watch the classes. They don't read their Bible. They just lost all the zeal. And the Most High done a miraculous work on them. And they quit following Christ. Same way as those brothers and sisters who seen the fish fall out the sky. Who seen him break the bread and now it's loaves of bread in everybody's basket. That same people left and quit following Christ. This is what we dealing with. When the Lord said they will not hearken. Read it one more time.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me.
He said they ain't going to listen to you because they don't listen to me. You know how hard it is for them to listen to how is they going to listen to Command and General Hunter? Or how is they going to listen to me when they won't listen to Command and General Hunter? How are they going to listen to anything Christ say when they don't listen to Command General Hunter? How are they going to listen to the Most High when they don't hear nothing that Christ say? Christ said the same thing to the Pharisees. Hear what Christ said. How are you going to listen to me when you couldn't even listen to Moses? You dig what I'm saying? All the people that the Lord is seeing, our people refuse to listen to him. He's sending people who speak the same language as you, who come from the same background as you. You seen the miracle in these brothers. You knew how they was before they came into the truth. And you see how they are now. And you still won't follow the Lord. Keep reading.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
And hard-hearted, man. They impudent and hard-hearted. Keep reading.
Verse 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And thy forehead strong against their forehead.
And you know what that means? That is, as much as you rebel against the Lord, well, he gives us the zeal to fight his fight. The same way that you are adamant at not following the Most High, well, the people who follow him is adamant at following him. We had the same zeal that you got. The same zeal that our people have to fight against the Most High, well, we got the same zeal to fight for the Most High. So we ain't got no reason to be afraid of you. You do what I'm saying? We get the power from the Lord to go out here and deal with our people. We can walk up in a neighborhood with nothing but drug dealers in there or gang bangers. Captain Zariak do that all the time. He be over there on the WAC 100 side, right? On clubhouses. Ain't nothing but gang bangers and foolishness over there. And he be in there speaking the truth. They be called, they be in there trying to call him all kind of names and battle with him. But the Lord has made his forehead strong against their forehead. And that's why he, able to do that. Because the same zeal that they got to rebel against the Lord, where he got the same zeal to be, to be for the Lord. And that's something that, a lot of people don't understand. Why we go do the work that we do. Because the Lord has given us the strength to go do it. And there's nothing that we feel because the Most High is with us. That's how we can go up there, step up there to the migrants. They was acting a fool before we got there. Then we came up there and everybody jumped in line. The police and everybody got in line. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 9. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Because our people are rebellious, man. And we can't have no fear going in there dealing with a rebellious people. All right. The Lord, if you happen to be lucky enough to be chosen by the Lord to do this work, well, you got to do it, man. You dig what I'm saying? Who are you to refuse the Most High? The Most High chose you to do this work. Who are you to say, man, I ain't doing that? Or I quit. You dig what I'm saying? How is you going to stop when the Lord chose you to do it? Some people think that they choosing the Most High. Like the Most High work for them. Now we work for the Most High. He chose us to do this work. Well, we got to do it. And you don't have no choice. Ain't no free will in the truth. It's the Most High's will, and that's it. You can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You do what he say do. And we're going to a rebellious people, man. Your granny and your uncle and them, they rebellious. You might think because they sitting in the church with them big old hats on that they in there righteous. Because they got a big old hat on. Or your uncle and them got a 3-piece suit on Easter. You know what I'm saying? He clean with the pink suit on Easter, look like a Easter bunny. Like an Easter egg in there. Clean. You think he righteous. Because he clean up good. Well, he's a rebellious house. He's rebellious. Them big mamas up there with them big old hats. Up there they rebellious, man. The deacon sitting up here, he rebellious. The usher running around dancing, she rebellious. I don't care how white her gloves is. She rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll leave that church, man, and then go right to sinning. As soon as they walked up out that church. And they teach how to be just like them. They teach our children and their children and everybody else how to be just like them. You gotta keep, hey man, you gotta keep your kids away from their granny, man. If you in the truth, you gonna have to get them kids away from their granny, man. She gonna have them eating pork and all kind of stuff. Slick celebrating birthdays, getting them birthdays, sneaking, getting them birthday gifts, sneaking going to the, you know what I'm saying, going to the getting Christmas gifts, doing all kind of stuff, man, on the sneak. But baby, I know your mom and them ain't gonna do it. You know, they don't celebrate it, but I'm your granny. And I love you. Here, take this, take these new pair of shoes I got you for Christmas. And this Xbox. And that's how they'll do, man. Here, eat these turnip greens with this fat back in it. I'm your granny. You do what I tell you to do. Man, go to Isaiah 6 and 8, man. You know what I'm saying? They rebel because they hate the truth, man. They hate structure. Anything that's going to make, them be in line with the Most High is what they don't like. Because being in line with the Most High is going to make a woman be a woman and a man be a man. It's going to make a woman be submissive to her man, and it's going to make a man rule over his woman in his household. And that's something that most of them not used to. They're not used to that. They don't want that to happen. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send?
Mm-hmm.
And who will go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. Verse 9.
And this is the Lord speaking to you, brothers and sisters. All right, when he wake you brothers and sisters up. That's him waking you up. And you choosing to serve him. When you choosing to serve him, and it's going for you sisters too. I know you sisters can't teach classes, but you sisters can teach in your behavior. Your behavior is an excellent teacher. Your behavior is an excellent teacher for you sisters. Because your children should be able to see how a woman is supposed to be towards a man. And your children should be able to see how you should be towards their children. Because what they learn from you, that's how they're going to treat their children. So your behavior is what teaches your children. And the same for you men who called into the truth. Well, you're going to be having to go out here and teach. The Lord wants to give you his words so you can go teach. Well, you're going to have to take those words and go tell them to the people. And when he woke you up out of your slumber, that's when you got some oil poured on your head. Well, that's what you chose to do. You took an oath to do that. This is Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, taking an oath to be a representative for the Most High. Keep reading.
Verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
And that's what we be out there telling. We be like, man, y'all hear what we saying. You know what I'm saying? We go out there, and I know y'all hear because we speaking in the language that they speak. So we know that y'all hear what we saying, but you just don't understand. You see the works that we doing, but you just don't perceive what we doing. You see us out here in 30-degree weather passing out coats. But you don't understand why we doing it. You don't understand the amount of love that we got for our people that drives us to do this. You can't get that. These niggas crazy. Niggas cold out here. Why is they out here in 30-degree weather passing out coast? You know what I'm saying? Why is they, feeding and clothing and, whatever it is that they doing? Why do they do this? Why do they have so much passion out here on these corners? Why they got these white folks bending over kissing their boobs? They see it, but they don't understand what we're doing. They have no idea why we're doing this. Why we got so much passion for our people. You know why? Because we put our hand up and said, I'm here. Use me. Because we made an oath. And you don't understand what it's like to make an oath. Because you're a liar and an oath breaker. And you learn that from your granny and them. And your dad and your mama. How to be a liar and an oath breaker. It's a mother right now lying to their child right now about Christmas. Some fat white man for them to come down the chimney and get them all the toys that, and everything that they can imagine that they want. Lying to their kids right now. And will be mad at you if you tell them that she lying. Hey, it ain't no such thing as Santa Claus, right? It ain't no such thing as, a flying reindeer, right? They gonna cuss you out. You know why they gonna cuss you out? Why they gonna cuss you out, bro? Why they gonna cuss you out? Why they gonna be so mad that you telling them Santa Claus is not real? Or the Easter Bunny ain't real? Go ahead.
Because they want to do what everybody else do.
Yep. Yep. And they want to lie to their children.
No, it's like that.
They want to lie to them. You know why they want to lie to them? Because they was lied to. Remember, I just talked about that. How they gonna treat you? How your mom and them treated you? Well, that's what you're gonna teach. They was lied to, and their parents was lied to, and their parents was lied to. When they gonna break the chain and be like, man, I go to work every single day so you can have this stuff I'm gonna go buy you. They want, yeah, that's right, Allah. They want to be lied to. They want you to lie and continue to lie because they inherit the lie. So if they want to keep passing down the lie, how you think Santa Claus got so? It's 2023. When that lie start? When Santa Claus start? Hundreds of years ago, right? So why how did the lie get to 2023? And it's going strong. That's because generation after generation after generation inherit the lie. So they don't want you to tell them the truth. Because they like to be lied to. Because they liars. Well, eventually somebody got to quit lying. And start telling the truth. Keep reading.
Verse 10. It's like in the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 10. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes.
What the Lord say he gonna do?
Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed.
What did the Lord just say right there? I'm gonna see if you can break it down. See if you can break it down. What did the Most High just say right there? And if anybody online can answer, you can answer too online. Go ahead.
That they gonna have to open their eyes and realize what's real and understand what the Lord understand what the Lord really telling them to do and convert.
Lie. That ain't what he's saying.
It's like,
all right.
Talking about for the first part too?
Yeah. So verse 10. So when he say make the heart of this people fat, so what is he telling? That's something that he's telling him to do. All right. That the Lord is making the heart of this people fat.
Tell them the truth. He
said, and make their ears heavy. All right. Why does he want their heart to be fat? Because this is something that the Lord wants to happen. Remember, he started off telling them, he said, go to these people. He said, they hear you, but they're not going to understand, and they see, but they're not going to perceive. He said, so let's make the heart of these people fat. Since they don't want to hear and they don't want to see what we're doing, well, understand what we're doing and perceive what we're doing, well, let's make the heart of these people fat. And this is something that people need to know about the Most High. Because your pastor has taught that God is good all the time God is good, right? That's what they say, right? But your pastor don't understand the nature of the Most High. And he don't understand the balance of the Most High. He don't get it. He don't, according to your pastor, the Most High ain't got no balance. It's all good. All the time, it's all good. All right. Well, the Lord is telling him right now, let's make the heart of these people fat. And let's make their ears heavy. He said, and we're going to do, what else we're going to do?
Shut their eyes.
And we're going to shut their eyes too. Why do the Lord want to shut their eyes? Because this is important to understanding why your granny, why Bigmama hates the truth. This is important right here. Why do the Lord want to shut their eyes? We already read the answer. Why did the Lord, and anybody online got the answer, you can answer it online also. Why do the Lord want to shut their eyes?
Like,
go ahead.
So they can stop believing in lies.
Nah. That ain't the answer I'm looking for.
Okay.
All right. The answer is in the verse above it. Why do the Lord want to shut their eyes? For time's sake, I'm gonna give it to you. You got it? You want to get a try?
I don't know.
All right. So the Lord want to shut their eyes, like the verse 9 said, because they see ye indeed, but they perceive not. So they see what you're doing, but they don't perceive it. So they don't even get an understanding or even care about what you're doing, even though they're looking right at it. So the Lord, like, you know what? Why don't I just shut your eyes? What good is your eyes if you don't even want to know or even see what the Lord is doing? This is the Most High. Remember, he chose a certain people, right? And then some people, what he's not going to choose. Who are the ones that he's not going to choose? Boy, I want to see if you get this answer. And I know you're in class, but get this answer. Who is the one that he's not going to choose? I just gave you the answer, man. Who is he not going to choose? He choosing some people, but then there's some people that he's not going to choose. Go ahead.
The ones who see but perceive.
Get up, bro. Get yourself a hand. That's who he's not gonna choose. All right, it's right there. He's giving it to you. He's showing you the people who don't want to see. That's right, Allah. That's who he ain't gonna choose. He's not gonna choose them because they don't want to get chosen. He don't say them. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved, man. They don't want to see. The ones who do not want to perceive what's going on. That's who eyes he gonna shut. Keep reading. And they finna tell you why he's shutting it.
Okay. You want me to read 11?
Start at verse 10 again.
Okay. The book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 10. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes.
And do what?
Shut their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Lest they see with their eyes.
He said what?
Lest they see with their eyes.
What does he mean by that? Lest they see with their eyes. Because this is important, man.
Okay.
For you to understand how the Most High moves.
Yeah, they only see what they want to see.
Now, okay, so my question was, he said, lest they see with their eyes. What did that mean? He said, shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes.
Like I'm in the band again.
All right, Allah said they have to acknowledge him. Not quite, Allah. All right, so he's saying I'm gonna shut their eyes lest they see with their eyes. All right, keep reading.
And hear with their ears.
And do what?
Hear with their ears.
Uh-huh.
And understand with their heart.
So what? They wasn't doing all of this at first, right? They wasn't doing all this. They wasn't hearing with their ears. They wasn't, he gonna shut their eyes so they won't be able to hear. He gonna shut it so they won't be able to see. He gonna shut their ears so they won't be able to hear. And he gonna harden their hearts, close their hearts so they won't understand with their heart. All right. This is the Lord's doing. He's doing all of this. So since you don't want to listen, well, I'm gonna make it to where you ain't gonna be able to listen. Keep reading.
Verse 11.
Verse 10. Read it one more time.
Come on. The book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 10. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
So he said, I'm gonna shut all of this. I'm gonna close their heart. I'm gonna close their eyes, shut their ears, and harden their hearts, lest they convert and be healed. So what does he don't? What do the Most High not want you to do?
Don't want you to stay with your eyes.
You want it, Allah.
With your ears heavy and with your what's name shut, and with your eyes shut.
What do the Lord not want you to do, though? And you get this. This is what you will understand about the Most High. So he done did all of this for a reason. He closed your heart. He closed your heart. He closed your ears and closed all of that for a reason. It's right there in that verse.
It's in the same verse. It's verse 10.
Yep, it's in verse 10.
He said, "What don't he want you to do?"
Yeah, he did all that for a reason. Because he don't want you to do something.
He don't want you to see with your eyes, hear with your ears.
Well, you skip right. You looking right at it, and they see.
He don't want you to your ears to be heavy and to shut your eyes.
Mm-mm.
They don't want these people fat.
I'll give you one more chance. It's what you don't think it is.
He don't want you not to convert.
There you go. There you go. Get yourself there. It's what you don't want. All right. He don't want you. All right. So once the Lord. All right. So there's a people, right, that the Lord chose. All right. Everybody, few are chosen. Men are called, few are chosen, right? Some people that the just not gonna get it. And this is what you have to understand. All right. Remember, we started off with him telling Ezekiel that these people ain't gonna listen to you. You know why they ain't gonna listen to you? Because they don't listen to me. I'm gonna send you out here anyway. And this is something that we have to understand when we dealing with Bigmama now. That everybody is not gonna get it. All right. Some people are just, the Lord just done closed their ears. The Lord done closed their eyes. The Lord done closed their hearts. And they just ain't gonna get it. Why they ain't gonna get it? Because he don't want them. It ain't for everybody. Many are called, few are chosen. It ain't for everybody. This truth ain't for everybody. Some of us ain't gonna make it, bro. Brothers and sisters. When you wondering why, man, I've been teaching, I've been, breaking this down to this brother every day. Or this sister, man, she watching all these classes. I'm sending her classes and stuff, and she still just don't get it, still, in the world and doing worldly stuff. Well, guess what? It might not be for her. The Lord probably didn't choose her. He called her, but he ain't chosen. You dig what I'm saying? Very few are chosen, man. And this truth ain't for everybody. And the Lord's saying it. Because if it was for everybody, then what would they do?
They would listen. It's like they would convert. Like
there you go. There you go. Get some hand. They would convert and be healed. You dig what I'm saying? If it was for everybody, well, everybody would convert and everybody would be healed and we'd be in our kingdom. If it was for everybody. But it's not for everybody. It's for the ones who the Lord chose. And how do you know that the Lord chose them?
Because they converted and being.
There you go, man. They converted and being healed. That's how you know the Lord chose them. All right? Because they converted and now they're being healed. So if you done told them the truth, they know the truth. They see the truth in you. They don't see the change in you. They hearing the words that you saying coming out your mouth, and they haven't converted and was healed by those words. Sucks to be them. And they just ain't chosen, man. And you just got to move on to try to find the ones who are. I know it might be sad because you want to see your mama in the truth. You want to see your brother, your sister in the truth. You want to see your children in the truth. You want to see, you know what I'm saying? You want to see people who you love get this same knowledge and understanding that you got. Until you understand that this truth ain't for everybody. And that's a hard pill to swallow, man, because we all got family members who we love. And we want to, I want to see my mama and my sister and all my sisters and stuff in the truth. You did. And they reject it. They hard-headed, stiff-hearted. And the Lord done closed their hearts and their ears and their eyes to the truth. and they just ain't gonna get it. And it ain't nothing I can do about it. That's the part that hurt. You do what I'm saying? You know, it ain't nothing I can do about it. It's up to the Most High. All right, drop that. Let's go to James 5:20. The book of James, chapter 5, verse 20. It's in the New Testament. One says that the Peter or something. It's before Peter. After Hebrews, before Peter.
I don't know why this. I don't know why never give me problem.
What, the book of James?
It'd be.
It's like Philemon. Philemon, that's a hard book to find. We don't hardly ever read Philemon. Philemon got some good stuff in it though, but I don't never put it though for some reason.
It's like it was James what?
5:20. It started at 19, so like.
This is book of James, chapter 5, verse 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and one convert him, verse 20, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins.
And this is something that we have to go out here and think of. You know, we want to change brothers' lives, man. And the reason why we want to change brothers' lives is because it's going to stop him. It's going to make his life better. All right. It's going to stop him from doing the sins that he's doing against the Lord and against his brethren and his sisters. Well, it's going to get him to stop doing that, and it's going to change his lives, man. And that'll hide a multitude of his sins. All right. This is something that we genuinely want to see brothers and sisters do. Because you start to understand that this is wrong what I'm doing, and that's the Lord. That's the Lord opening your mind, your eyes and your ears, all those senses you need to intake the truth. When the Lord opened it, well, now you start to see, man, I was wrong doing it. You dig what I'm saying? And then you start to change your life. And this goes for brothers who in the truth. Also, you start to, backslide, man, and a brother tell you, hey, brother, you backslide, man, you need to get back on. You need to start, fast and pray or something. You know what I'm saying? You need to start putting, the work first. You need to start, and a brother genuinely trying to help you, you need to listen to that. Because if you don't listen to it, well, the Lord is going to see that you're not trying to hear what we are trying to say, because it ain't us talking to you, it's the Most High talking to you. And it goes for sisters also. It's not us talking to you, it's the Most High talking to you. Everybody who left the truth, their ears were shut, their eyes were shut, and their heart was shut, where they no longer could receive the truth. And you know what became louder than the truth? The excuse. The excuse became louder than the truth. You were able to hear the excuse, you were able to see the excuse, and you were able to understand with your heart the excuse to leave. wholeheartedly, you left. Well, that's what's going to happen. If you're not listening to and seeing and understanding when the Most High is talking to you, you're going to leave. And the Lord is going to allow you to go. He's going to say, let the, doorknob hit you with a good Lord's pleasure. But he does have mercy for those who hear him and be like, you know what, I was wrong. I'm glad a brother came and told me, this and that. I need to get back in line. The Most High hears that. And he will have mercy on you and help you. And do what? What are you going to do to you, brother?
Like, convert you.
And what else?
Here.
Yeah, there you go, bro. You in class. Now you in class. All right? Now you in class. He going to convert and heal you. He going to change you around, man, and heal you. Get you back in line. Keep reading. All right, Salaka, was that the end of it?
Come on.
Okay. Drop that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. 1, chapter 16, verse 1. Ecclesiasticus chapter 16, verse 1. It's always good, man, to get yourself back in line, man. To get yourself back in line. So you can be able to hear this truth. Because people out in the world, man, they don't care about the truth. And the Lord, can care less about them. The Lord has extreme mercy, man. He has more mercy than we'll ever have. All right. But at the same time, he has correction also. It ain't one-sided with the Most High. I don't know what your pastor has been telling you or whoever. It's not one-sided with the Most High. He has a balance. Same way he has mercy, well, same way he has correction also. Read what you got, verse 1.
Come.
16:1.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16, verse 1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons.
And this is the Most High, this is his dilemma that he has to deal with when he's dealing with us. Unprofitable children and ungodly sons. That's what he has to deal with us. We ain't doing no good. We ain't gaining nothing for him. We just ungodly. Keep reading.
Verse 2. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them.
If they don't have the fear of the Lord with them, man, then your children is unprofitable. They're not going to be anything in life. They don't have the fear of the Lord with them. They're going to be like everybody else. They're going to be, what? Boy, read my man. What was I going to say? They're going to be what? They're going to be like everybody else. Somebody read my man. They're going to be like everybody else. What are they going to be? For time's sake, I get to you. Equal. They're going to be equal with everybody. Well, the Lord don't want us to be equal. The Lord wants us to be above our other people. Keep reading.
Okay.
And having the fear of the Lord will make you above our other people because everybody else don't have the fear of the Lord. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000.
What?
For one that is just is better than 1,000.
He said one person who is just is better than 1,000 people who not. That's what I'm talking about, being above all other people. You can be one just person is better than 1,000 who not. Keep reading.
and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly.
Man, it's better for you to not even have children at all than to have 30 kids that's bad. Man, you know, I grew up with some families, man, that had some big families. I grew up around some people, man, who had some real big families, man. And their families was like, you know, all the boys, they locked up. You know what I'm saying? All the girls got, you know, 1,000 kids and they all bad. They got no daddies around the house to take care of them. They fighting all the time. Just, yeah, you ever just seen a big family like that that's just bad and just, yeah. Well, the Lord is saying it's better for you not to have a big family than to have a big family with all ungodly people in it. It's better for you not even have no kids at all than for you to have, you know. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you another example. The 12 tribes, right? Joseph was of those 12 tribes. The brothers sold him into slavery. His brothers sold him into slavery. He was the one that was good. Because all the rest of them sold him into slavery. Benjamin wasn't around then. But I think Benjamin he was a little boy though. But all of them sold him into slavery, man. Sold Joseph into slavery. Well, the Lord ended up giving Joseph a double inheritance because of that. Because he was the best one out of all of them. The Lord loved Joseph more than he loved all the rest of the 12 tribes. And gave him a double inheritance. His sons end up, you know, becoming the 12 tribes, part of the 12 tribes. It's better for you not to have children than to have a multitude of bad, ungodly children. And these mothers and these fathers, you know, absentee fathers, and they getting raised by these grandmothers who out here wild. These ain't the grandmamas are old. Grandmamas are old with just evil and wicked and love pork and the white man. Well, these grandmamas nowadays, they just want to be young. They getting BBLs and going out here and twerking and you know what I'm saying? They out in the club. They not watching the kids no more. They are the kids. And they're not setting a great example. Keep reading.
Verse 4. For by one that hath understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate.
Mm-hmm. And the families of the wicked just become desolate. You got understanding, man. And it has to be somebody inside around these families, man, that have understanding. You see the way that our people are born, you see the way that our people are raised, man. It's because nobody has understanding. Because nobody has been converted and been healed. You brothers, we come out of these wicked families, man. These brothers that's in the truth, these sisters that's in the truth, we come out of those families. We the ones that's coming out and being converted and being healed. But we in a family of 50. And we the one that's trying to change it. You ever wonder why the rest of the 49 ain't trying to change? But they will say, man, you know what, you right. Or man, hey man, you doing good, man. I like to see, you know, have you ever had a brother, one of your partners say that to you? Somebody say that, hey man, you doing real good, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you. Okay. You out there doing good, man. You living, you know, your best life. And I always wonder, okay, so if you see me living my best life and you not living your best life, don't you want to know how I got to this position? You dig what I'm saying? Man, I'm proud of you. Well, be proud of you. Can I be proud of you? I'm proud of you, man. You're doing a great job, man. You're doing this. I love to see you doing, the way that you do. But you over here living in hell. You would think that they would ask, hey, man, what did you do to get to that position? What did you do to get to that change in your life? I need that in my life. You would think that that's what they would do. But, of course, they ain't doing it because they don't have no understanding. And the Lord will close their ears. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 5. Many such things have I seen with mine eyes, and mine ear hath heard greater things than these. Verse 6. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7.
And this is the Lord, man. We think that the Most High, it's just God loves everybody, but we don't understand that we are rebellious. Once we start rebelling against the Lord, we become His enemy. We become His enemy, and now it's time for correction. It's like any child. You got a child that's cussing you out, and you know what I'm saying, throwing stuff in the house and acting a fool. Well, eventually you're gonna have to do what?
Punish.
You're gonna have to punish. Got to. You can't be freeing all the time. They're gonna need correction, and you're gonna have to correct it. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 7. He was not pacified toward the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness.
Mm-hmm. That's he flooded the world. He flooded the world because they out here sleeping with with any and everybody. Keep reading.
Verse 8. Neither spared he the place where Lot sojourned, but abhorred them for their pride.
And he killed all of those LGBT members where Lot stayed at. Keep reading.
Verse 9. He pitied not the people of perdition who were taken away in their sins.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Nor the 600,000 footmen who were gathered together in their hardness of their hearts.
And why is he saying all of this? He's giving you examples of how the Lord's anger rained down on people. Why is he telling you all this? Go ahead, bro.
Because he don't need you. Like it.
He's telling you that because you have a stiff neck, you hard-headed, that the Lord has anger also. You're not listening to him, well, there's going to be punishment for not listening to him. And he's giving you examples of when he's killed many and many of people. He flooded the whole earth. He rained down fire and brimstone. He didn't have no sympathy for Korah, who went up against Moses. Swallowed him up in the earth, him and all his crew and his family. You know what I'm saying? He sent serpents on the children of Israel. His own children. Sent serpents on them. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 11. And if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel if he escape unpunished.
See, it said they're gonna marvel if it's one person who the Lord don't punish. Keep reading.
For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
He's mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. That's the part we need to understand. That the Lord ain't just about forgive. Mercy, mercy, mercy. He's also about punishment. Especially when we deserve it. Keep reading.
Verse 12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
What?
As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth a man according to his works.
He said he judge you according to your works. Things that you've done is how the Lord is going to judge you. And how he's going to, you know, if he wants to reward you, it's going to be because of the things you have done. If he want to punish you, it's also going to be because of the things you have done. He's just. He wouldn't be just if he was one-sided. If he was just punishing all the time with no mercy, then who would want to serve this God? He's evil. In your mind, that's what we're going to be thinking. But if he has mercy, and he's not correcting us for none of the stuff we're doing, well, who want to serve him? He ain't God no more. Man, we can do whatever we want to do.
Okay.
He just gonna forgive us anyway. But he ain't God. How's he God? Go ahead.
Nah, that's how the Christian church look at him, man.
Yeah, that's how the Christian church look at him. Well, you know, he's just gonna forgive us for whatever we do, and we can't get punished for nothing that we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. I can do whatever it is, and it's straight. He gonna love me as I am, and no matter what I do. Well, how is he a God? The God of the Christian church is imaginary. He's a figment of your imagination. Because a real God will have a balance. He will have judgment, and he also will have mercy. Keep reading.
Come.
Well, you know what? You can drop it. You can drop it. Let's go to 2 Timothy real quick. I'll close with it. I got a couple more you can write down. I got 2 Peter 2:21. You can write that down. I got Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9 through 13. And I also got 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2 through 4. That's what we're going to read now. We're going to end it with that. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2.
Come. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears. Verse 4.
Hold on. So I say 2 Peter what?
Chapter 4, verse 2.
Chapter 2, verse 4.
I thought it was 4.
I said second. I meant to say second. I said 2 Timothy.
Come.
Okay, so I meant Peter. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. I read one more time. So
Okay. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Mm-hmm. We have to teach this word regardless, and we gotta say it in a manner that that's showing love, man. We gotta let brothers know that reason why we saying it this way, or the reason why we saying it at all, is because we love them, and this is the doctrine of Christ. All right, keep reading.
Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
When they don't want, it's gonna be a time where people don't even want to hear sound doctrine. They don't want to hear what Christ taught. They don't want to hear the words of the Most High. They don't want to hear, what's going to straighten them and what's going to do what?
To heal
And what?
Convert
them, right? They ain't going to want to hear what's going to convert them and heal them. All right? Keep reading.
But after their own lust, shall they heap to themselves teachers.
They're going to go find people who are going to say what they want to hear. All right? You see a lot of brothers who will leave the truth, right, and go back into the Christian church. Or they'll leave this the ISBK and go to IUIC or something. All right, because I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody leave ISBK and go to IUIC.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that. Maybe it is though. But yeah, people will leave because they're saying something that they agree with. All right. Like say for instance, over here, you can't get high over here. In the ISBK, we do not get high at all. All right. We don't smoke no weed. We don't, do no cocaine. You ain't finna be in here, doing no heroin, you know what I'm saying? None of that up in here. All right. And it might be another group that will allow that. For sure, the Christian church allow it. All right. You can definitely go there and get high all you want to. But you're not going to be a drug addict inside of here. All right. And that's something that, people, they're going to follow their own lust and go to teachers who allow them and find a scripture to back it up. Well, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they want to hear. Keep reading.
Come. Having itching ears. Mm-hmm. Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
And they shall what?
Turn away their ears from the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And shall be turned unto fables.
And they're going to be turned into fables, unto lies, man. And this is what the people are looking for when they don't want to hear the truth. All right, they'll go listen to all kind of lies. The lies will sound better than the truth. All right, and this is what we're going to have to deal with when it comes to our brothers and sisters. All right, some brothers and sisters are just not going to hear the truth, man. They're not going to be aware of the words of Christ. They're not going to understand it. But it's our job to speak it anyway, because we have the understanding, and the Most High is the one who draws them in. All right, we just go out there and say what the Lord say, and the Most High gonna draw it. And your mama and your grandmama, your cousin, your brother, and your sister might not be the ones to hear it because they love some woman, or they love some man, or they love cocaine, or they love alcohol too much, or whatever it is, it's part of their lust that they lusted, man, and they lust over the truth. So it might not be for them. All right. And that's just, the way it is. But for you brothers and sisters who do get it, man, you are finer than gold to the Most High. Because you have an understanding and you're able to change your life and convert. And this is how we are healed. All of the brothers and sisters who come into the truth, they all have been healed from the world and from sin and their lust. All right. So this is why your granny and them hate the truth, because they not gonna give up the world to follow the Lord. All right. Y'all got any questions about anything?
So like, what does sober minded mean?
Sober minded to be it's to have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like to be aware, to be for you to not be, drunken, or just to be aware.
Okay.
I think that's the best way I can put it, to be aware.
So,
go ahead.
What is a countenance? Countenance.
Your face, your look. That's what countenance.
That's what I think.
Yeah, your look.
Like,
how do you look?
Like,
go ahead.
Also, when people get the lines in the eyebrow, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that off?
Lines in the eyebrow?
Kind of like,
I mean, if it's got anything to do with the dead, then it is, or it's not a line up. I don't think it is. I don't think it's unlawful. I'm not sure though. I would check on it though.
No.
I'm not 100% sure. But if it don't have nothing to do with the dead or a shape up, yeah, I don't think it's. Cause I think it's shape up got something to do with your corners of your hair and your beard. But your eyelashes. I know you can't bald them. I know that.
Yeah.
You can't bald them. That's unlawful. I'm not sure though. I don't know. I'll check it out. Go ahead.
Like one more thing. Why do Christians only believe in the New Testament? What's to it?
So they won't get converted and healed. That's the best way I can tell you. Because all of the laws, statutes, commandments are in the Old Testament. All right. So in their mind, they don't have to follow the laws, statutes, commandments. You know, they Christ nailed it to the cross. The laws are done away with, so they don't have to follow the laws, statutes, commandments, even though thou shalt not murder is a law. So if the law done away with, that means you can do what?
Murder.
You can murder. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
All of the homosexual laws are in the Old Testament. That's why. That's why they don't because everything that's against homosexuality, starts in the Old Testament.
okay.
So yeah, they against that. They want to be homosexuals. All right, but yeah, man, that's why they just don't want to. In their mind, they think that the law is done away with, and it's clearly not. But tithe for some odd reason, though, tithes ain't done away with. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's a law too. Yeah, go ahead.
So like I work with a sister like that. Like she be on her tithes and stuff. She pork.
Yeah.
It's weird, and she don't like home. It's like
LGBT.
Alternative lifestyle. She
Yeah.
don't like alternative lifestyle. It's an evil spirit and this and that and the third. But she still don't be.
Well, pork ain't no deal. She like pork though, don't she?
And she love pork.
Yeah, love some pork.
No.
And all kind of other things that she breaking. You know what I'm saying? So it don't amaze me. She pick and choose what she want to do. She probably get high. You know what I'm saying?
Like she said that's why she be putting that sober mind and stuff. She said it's wrong to get drunk.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, to get drunk, to be drunken, yes, it is.
Kind of,
yeah, it's against the law.
But she telling me like drinking at all.
Nah. So, what she say? You're sinning?
No.
Nah, she said if you drink, are you sinning?
Kind of. She like she don't drink because she said sober minded.
Well, Christ drunk. So what? Christ was a sinner. Ask her that. Yeah, next time. Yeah, you gotta learn how to cut these, man.
No, I don't be battling with it. I just be trying to see where her head at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, ask her. That's where her head is in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
If she believes that drinking is a sin, well, tell her Christ is drunk.
Okay.
So did he sin? Because I'm sure she's a Christian, right?
Okay.
Well, she gonna say that Christ never sinned. So if Christ drunk and she say that drinking is a sin, well, Christ sinned. And then she's gonna realize how stupid she sounds by saying drinking is a sin.
Yeah.
Being a drunkard is a sin. Drinking ain't a sin. I mean, they literally did the Passover with drink. They literally drunk at the Passover. Christ did this.
Okay.
And all the other disciples. So was they sinning? Ask her that.
Like I asked her what kind of shit that's like. I asked her, do she believe in like the rapture? She was like, yeah, of course it's in the Bible. Why wouldn't I believe in the rapture?
The rapture is not in the Bible.
I said that too. I was like, where rapture not in the Bible? Like, she was like, I'm gonna ask my husband. Her husband is a pastor.
Man, her husband
is a pastor.
He ain't ran across me.
It's locked up.
Right. He ain't ran across for probably. I ain't gonna tell him what he did. I don't know what he done. But he ain't, her husband, she just needed You know, some people just, you know, like this class was for her. It is. She's just not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just not gonna get it. I thought until it takes somebody to, you know, cut her for her to understand. But you know what? She either gonna get mad or she gonna investigate. And, you know, get her understand what darn. I thought such and such was such and such. You know, if she don't know, she don't know. She just was taught what her granny and them taught her. You know, so I don't blame her for not knowing the truth. Well, she gotta find somebody who got the truth and can teach her. You know what I'm saying? And then when she learn, it's gonna be one or two things happen. Either she gonna be mad at the people who taught her that, or she gonna be mad at the people who trying to teach her the truth. One of the two. I was mad at the people who was lying to me all these years. And that's how I was able to take on the truth. Right? But if I'm mad at the people who giving me the truth, like Granny and them do, well, I'm gonna inherit the lie and believe the lie. All right, so one of those two things is gonna happen. You know, she's gonna have to pick a side, the truth or the lie. All right, you got any more questions?
Nah, lie, that's it.
That's it. All right, with that, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. I'm the officer Naquan of the Naval School, and that's my time. Shalom.
On Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld. The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. I had a 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. How damn, now I'm coming up. They coming against me, you dumb or what? You drawn, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty is sick and she knows she fine. Got a couple of